Welcome everybody, my name is Misty / Chronexia, and for the most part you pretty much know that like 2 weeks ago I went for a trip to Japan. Now this series of videos that I'm gonna do is gonna recap what we've been through during the time. It was like 8 nights, so basically 7 full days where we were in Japan, visiting a lot of cool stuff, and I took a lot of videos, so I'm gonna be like narrating what the stuff we did, and it's gonna be intertwined with the clips that I film. So if you'd like to see what Japan kind of looks like, make sure to check out like all these videos I'm gonna do in the next following days, and hopefully you'll have a good time like watching everything we've been through, because it was an amazing time. So if you never went to Japan and were doubting if you wanted to go or not, definitely try it out. It's really a cool place. And before we actually leave, there's an event that happened before I actually left for Japan with Jessica, my now fiance, where I proposed to her during the trip. It happened on the first day, I'll get back to that. But before we leave, like the Sunday before, we left on a Saturday, but the week before, on Sunday, I had a small accident where we moved in this new apartment that you're seeing. Like, this is the studio of Jessica. However, we had to move in like the appliance and furniture and everything. So when we moved in the fridge, I was helping the guys that we hired to move in the fridge. It was like on some kind of lift, and the fridge was strapped, but one of the straps broke and the fridge tipped over and fell on my leg, and it like snapped my ankle. So because of that, like for the whole trip, I didn't have a cast because it wasn't bruised enough, but it was like sprained pretty badly. So I had to like have this small boots, like it was white with the plastic sides, so it was kind of holding my ankle while I was walking. And that kind of transpired in the event that happened during the trips. However, there's a lot of cool stuff, and on the Saturday, the day we left, we woke up at 4 AM and we went to Montreal, where is the airport, and we took our flight to Calgary, where I had this small clip.
Hey guys, welcome to Calgary. We're currently doing our transit. We left this morning at a little earlier than 4 AM, and now it's like almost noon, but Calgary time, which is -2 hours, so we lost a few hours, well, gain a few hours, but we'll lose everything once we leave from here to Tokyo, because that's like 18 hours ahead. I'm still with Jessica, that you can see if she turns the camera.
Hi guys!
And we're on our way there. I'll probably won't show you the inside of the plane, but that's what the outside would look like if it's not too bright. So I'll see you guys when we land in Tokyo. Alright, take care.
And after that, we landed in Tokyo. After we've been like from Montreal to Calgary, that was like 4 hours, maybe, well, depending on the time zone, because it technically is 6 hours, but the flight duration was 4 hours. And then from Calgary to Japan, Tokyo, and we landed in Narita Airport. It was 10-30 hours, yeah, 10.5 hours of flight. It's excruciating. I'm really tall, I'm like 2 meters tall. It'll show when I film a lot of stuff. I'm above everybody else, especially in Japan where everyone is pretty small. However, like the trip, since I'm really tall, I can't like lean back and just like slander down on my seat. I have to stay pretty straightforward because my knees bumped in the seat in front. So that's a problem that I had to deal with. 10 hours is pretty long. So, we landed in Narita Airport. I don't know where you live. You probably live in a small town for the most part, like maybe 80%. And then there's the other 20% of you guys who live probably in New York or big cities where you already have like a huge metro, well, subway system. And myself, like the only subway I've ever seen was the the one on Montreal, which is like 4 lines. It's like one like that, one at the bottom that's not even connecting or hardly, and then there's like 2 others, and that's about it. That's the subway system in Montreal. It's very simple. But when we landed in Japan, their subway system is mind-blowing. Like, if you're from New York, you probably have the same kind, or maybe in Paris it's pretty similar, but I never had to experience that before. But every station spreads, like, they have line system basically like every subway system do, but those spread like in 2 lines and then divide in 2 more, so it's like a giant spider web. And that's just the subway system. There's also the bullet train that like connect with those, and then there's a tramway that also lean into the whole thing. It's a giant mess. And the problem, I don't know if where you live it's that way, but in Montreal, when you want to go to a place, you go to the gate, you buy a ticket. The ticket's always the same price. You pay $3.30 and you get a ticket and go wherever you want. In Japan, that's not how it works. You have a chart. It tells you the destination, and along the destination there's a price. So if you want to go at, let's say, 2 stations from here, then it's 140 yen, which, if you want to see the price comparison, move the period like twice, so 140 would become 140. So 140 yen equals $140. So like for 2 stations, like $140, and for 12 stations, maybe it's $800. Well, 800 yens, so $8. So depending on like the location you go, it's a different price. However, the problem with that is, myself, I speak Japanese, like enough to have a conversation with someone. I was doubting myself a lot at first, but eventually, like, I got into the mood, and at the end I was like having genuine conversation with people in Japan. But I don't read kanjis. I don't know how to read those, and that's a problem when you get there, because like 80% of the stuff is written in kanji. So if you don't read them, you're gonna have a lot of hard times. So you're gonna have to like fill the gap with talking to actual people. And back to my subway system, like the chart has the location of everything, but if you go in Tokyo, they're kind enough in most places to have the Romanji, like the system we use, the actual letters of the station. So if you want to go to, let's say, I don't know, Shimbashi, it's going to be written Shimbashi under the kanji. So you can find it this way. But if you go in a place like Kyoto, you won't have this luxury, so you'll have to actually talk to people. So we landed in Naruto Airport, tried to reach our hotel, which was at Shimbashi. It was the Tokyo Park Hotel. We didn't know how the system worked back then, so we hopped in a train that we thought was the good one, and we didn't actually get the right one, but it eventually landed to us reaching our destination, but we didn't know because the line switched from lines in between. So let's say it started on the yellow line, and then it became like the orange line, and the blue line, and then the green line. So we used Google Map mostly to dictate us where to go, and it told us like, you need to do transfer. So we got out of the train and then realized that was the transfer because it just changed line. Anyway, we got back in the train, we reached the airport, not the airport, the hotel, and eventually I made that clip at the hotel so you guys can see what it looked like, the room we had.
Hey guys, we just got to the hotel, and we're at 30th floor, so I'm gonna show you a shot down from here. Here down below, I'm not sure if you, I can probably check it. Give me a sec. There we go. Down below is the lobby. It's at the 25th floor. And now this is our hotel room. Make sure to tip the door women first. This is a room. It's pretty small. We got a TV with like Japanese channel all on it, and then this is the view we have from the 30th floor. It's
pretty freaking high. And it's pretty foggy because it's raining right now. And then in the bathroom in Japan, well, first that's the power card. So you put it and you get power everywhere. But as you can tell, they have bidet. So you sit on that and you wash your pooper with these, or the lady part with this one. I haven't tried them yet. It's the shower. It's fairly cheap. This is a four-star hotel room. It's really nice. I think we'll have a lot of fun here. Alright, see you guys later. And that was like when we actually landed in the first day. Like, we went to bed immediately after because we were tired from the jet lag.